Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, Haley. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Dan.
I would like to confront you right off the bat.
Okay.
Yep, because I want to just get this over with, and then we can move on after you apologize. So we're doing all kinds of cookouts at our stores, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter, Hannah, has been helping out, and her and you kind of get together and you do a lot of you still do your work, but you do plenty of talking, and Hannah tells a lot of stories out of school.
Well, I feel like I need to entertain her a little bit.
Right, and you both have basically every time I'm working, I guess this is what I'm going to say. I'll turn around and you're both snickering. Pointing in my direction and snickering. And particularly, it's when I'm putting ice in the coolers for, all the pop. And everybody's, trying to eat and trying to have a great time. And I'm trying to help because that's the kind of person I am. Mm-hmm. So I'm smashing these bags of ice on the ground to put them in the coolers. And I come back, and after days of getting laughed at and not knowing what is wrong, turns out you have informed my daughter, what?
Well, I didn't say you specifically.
No,
I said
you said men in general.
In general, sometimes there are tasks where you can look a little monkey-like with the actions.
Wait, me? I? Or in general, men?
In general, I think this is a commonality.
So men
There's
can
a
look like monkeys.
posture that you can take when you're doing labor that is a little bit silly, like breaking apart ice, where you take on a primate sort of, you're just going back in evolution.
Yes, I get it. I get it. And Hannah has laughed about how I look like a monkey when I'm working now. Thank you.
Yeah, I ruined her.
Over and over again. And the other day I was smashing the ice on the cement. I was hunched over. My arms were as high over my head as I could get them. My back was arched, and I was smashing it down. And I thought, look like a monkey. And I caught my reflection in the mirror.
Yeah.
Or in the window
glass
of one of the stores. Oh, my goodness. I look just
Spot on, right?
Yeah, like a silverback ape, a small one.
I'm not trying to insult. I'm just being descriptive.
Yeah, we're very monkeyish. So anyway, I'm not going to make you apologize, but I did think that was really funny.
I feel bad that I told her that because I do think that it's ruined her for life, probably.
Oh, she has run with that.
Yeah.
It's become a thing, so thank you. And Hannah didn't need anything new to make fun of me for.
Oh, I know.
She's got enough.
She's good at that.
Anyway, thought that was fun. Now let's get to the show. And coming up at the end, speaking of animals...
Yeah,
we're going to be actually really stepping off the reservation and talking about a talking dog.
Bunny
the talking dog. And here's the scoop. There's not enough happy, fun, hilarious things in the news.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And so we're going to give you something. If you don't know about Bunny, we're going to make your day better.
Yeah,
a lot
absolutely.
better. And that's coming up at the end of the show. We'll also be in the studio with Fire Marshal Brett Grundyke from Holland, talking about lithium-ion batteries and potential fire hazards associated with them.
Right.
We've talked about all kinds of lithium-ion battery-powered tools.
And equipment.
Raved them.
Yeah.
And recommended that you get them.
We felt a little bit bad when we found out there was a fire caused by one.
Yeah.
We thought we should look into this.
How common is this? And we got good news. It's not terribly common.
Right.
And Fire Marshal Brett is going to walk us through everything, and that'll be great. But right now, let's talk about something that happened at those cookouts that I was talking about at the beginning. Not just the Dan looks like an ape when he's working statement, but let's talk about some contractors that we've talked to, a number of them, that we're talking about their upcoming, the rest of the year. 3 months ago, we would be talking to contractors, and they're booking out into next year sometime.
Right, yeah. If you're not on the schedule, you're not going to be.
Good luck. And now we're running into more and more of them who are saying, wow, I have been getting phone call after phone call of people canceling. Mm-hmm. And the reason everybody's giving is I can either get gas in my car.
Right, get groceries.
Or have this painting job done.
Yeah.
And since that's not critical, I'm bailing on the painting job for now. I'll take it on again next year sometime. And we realized that there's a lot of people dropping off the schedule, and we wanted really to do two things with this.
Yeah, if you can afford a contractor and you're still looking to have something done this year, then this is your opening. You know, if people are canceling, getting off the books, these contractors have new openings they didn't have before, so it's a great time to contact them. And the best way, really, is to go to repcolite.com. We have a Find a Contractor tab. Click on that. There's a form you fill out, and we'll get all your information, what the job is. and get you some names.
It's a really good way to go because you're going to get 3 names or so, and they're going to kind of already be vetted in the sense of can they take on new jobs right now. You're not going to have to go through like the yellow pages and just dial random numbers and hope that one of these people can take a job.
Pages. That's so vintage.
I'm an old monkey. What can I say? The internet, the YouTube, the Google, wherever the kids go nowadays to find stuff. Anyway, these will be names of people who really could take the work on, and you can decide if it's right for you. So if you've got the disposable income for that, like Haley said, now's your chance potentially to get on the calendar for this year. If you don't have the money and you're one of those people who are thinking, I'm going to have to just wait, there is another option, and it's to do it yourself.
Right.
And we talk about that on the show all the time, and I know the reaction is I don't have the know-how or the skills or stuff like that.
Because it is a skill.
It's definitely a skill.
If a dog can learn to talk, which Bunny has done.
Exactly.
You can learn to paint.
Right. And that's what we really do on the show a ton as it is. That's one of our main goals is to just walk you through projects. And we decided that while we've done a lot of this, here's how you paint, here's how you do different things.
Right.
We've done that in the past plenty of times. We've never really made an orchestrated effort of stringing a bunch of these together in kind of a series.
Right, like step 1, step 2, step 3.
And so we're going to try over the next few months. We're not going to just overload you because, you can only have so much paint stuff on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But from time to time, we're going to hit some basics, and we're going to start at the beginning and work your way to actually working through a project, and we can help you get there. And today, let's just start with something really basic, really simple, but absolutely critical and necessary, and it's just figuring out how much paint I need in order to do whatever work I'm doing.
Because there's a couple things that happen. Either you don't get enough paint, or you get way too much paint and you've got it in storage now. You've overbought, you're spending money you didn't need to. So getting an accurate amount of square footage for your space, knowing that square footage, having it when you come into the store so that we can get you, the amount that you need.
And it's all really easy. We're going to put notes in the show notes so you can actually look at the math.
Exactly.
You don't have to remember it. But a few things to think about. A gallon generally will cover about 400 square feet, one coat on a sealed surface.
Right. So we're talking about a surface that has been painted already. We're not talking about fresh drywall or new wood, because that really cuts the square footage about in half.
Right, definitely. Another thing to remember is that 2 coats is always best.
Yes.
While we'll get you the numbers for how far 1 gallon will go, or for 1 coat, we're always recommending 2 coats. And related to that is that second coat is going to go further than that first coat will. Even over an originally sealed surface, it'll go 400 square feet. Over a surface that's been coated with 2 coats of paint, 2 layers of paint, it's going to go a little further yet. So keep all of that in mind. Now, with that said, the math is really simple. You just need to figure out the square footage of the room. So take the length of one of the walls, multiply it by the height of the ceiling, and you've got 1 wall. Do that all the way around the room.
Yep.
Don't get this floor square footage. A lot of the times
people
we'll get
make that mistake. Yeah.
It's a 12 by 12 room, so it's 144 square foot that I need to cover. Oh, a quart. They don't tell us that it's a room. They'll just say it's 144 square feet. That's not right.
Right.
So you've got to get the wall. If it's a 12-foot wall, you've got to figure out it's 12 foot by the height of the ceiling by 8 foot, so that's 96 square foot for 1 wall. Work your way around the room. You can also, if you want to be picky, remove windows and doors and stuff like that from that square footage.
Right. And especially if you've got a room with a lot of doorways, with a lot of windows, that's a really important measurement because you're potentially saving quite a bit of paint that you don't actually need for that room.
Yeah. So if you can't remember all of that, that's fine. Don't worry about it. What you do need to remember is when you come in for paint, bring the dimensions of the room. It's a 12 by 12 room, and make sure you get the height of the ceiling with an 8-foot ceiling. From there, we can help you figure it out. Let us know how many doors and windows there are. We can take some averages out and get you what you need. That's the first step. We'll put links in the show notes so you can look at it and get a little better handle on it. But once you know how to do that, you're off to the races. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be in the studio with Brett Grundyke, Holland Fire Marshal, talking about lithium-ion batteries and potential fire hazards. That's just next. That's just ahead. Stay tuned. Is that all right?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Really itchy nose, and I can't scratch my nose when I'm on the YouTube. Oh, he's a nose picker. Look at him. Just picking.
Just picking away?
No, it's a scratch, and I'm on the side. Well, I just went in. Sorry.
I